One thing that I suggest you do is your own research. There's no point going on forums asking goofy questions. How does a narcissist brush their teeth? What kind of bubblegum flavour do narcissists choose? It gets really ridiculous. There's a lot of sort of mythologizing. It's fun to do so. I've done some of it myself, I must confess. It's fun. But really, at the end of the day, you need a model you can use. Very, very simple one. You can do this by looking online. You can look into the neurology of the narcissist. This is hard data. It's the hardware. People have looked at their brains using various machines. So for example, the left anterior insula, which generates empathy for others' positive emotions. Maybe it's even emotional contagion. So, someone else is happy, you feel happy. That doesn't work in the narcissist. It doesn't function. It's 17% smaller. Much like the amygdala of the psychopath is roughly 17% smaller too. So that's all it takes is a little bit of a little bit of change in size. You could think of it as you might have a toaster with a power cord. Now the power cord doesn't make up the bulk of the toaster, but if you remove it, it doesn't work. Same thing with borderline. You can look into your own biology. So some of you probably don't know that you are borderlines. You are maybe what Dr. Sam Vaknin calls a covert borderline. Maybe you are suppressing your wild emotions, where you're able to somewhat suppress them or turn them into aggressive drives. Maybe you have a little bit of the old primary psychopathy in there. It's all out there though. This information is out there and you're privileged enough to have it at your fingertips. Another thing you might like to do is ask Grok or other AI. Say to them, I don't want opinion, I don't want speculation, just give me research findings on such and such. And it'll tell you. It can tell you. The other day I was asking, is primary psychopathy or secondary, more of a factor in violence, or which one is more violent? It was quite interesting, I thought. ASPD and the overlap between primary and secondary psychopathy, aggression, and I was able just to get the facts. I don't want, someone telling me, yes, narcissists always do this, they do, and then they do, just gossip, rumour-mongery. It's silly. You can spend your entire day twiddling your hair and biting your nails reading about the big bad narc. Your life slips between your fingers. The point of narcissism and narcissists and all this stuff, borderline, all this information is not to obsess about it, not to dwell on it, it's to figure it out. Now, how do I get over it? How do I get past it? An interesting fact you might like to know is borderlines, of which you are probably one, feel negative emotions very powerfully. They have more of them than neurotypicals, and they are unable to do much. They're not able to deal with them in the same way. They have maladaptive self-regulation strategies. I'll just text my narc ex. That'll make me feel good. So with this in mind, the fact that you are prone to negative emotions, it's important that you don't fuel the fire. Rumination. Borderlines ruminate. They think about other people in aggressive, negative ways. They think about them, they worry, they become angry. They sit there. They're in the theatre of their mind. All their attention is in the movie theatre. They've gone into that part of the brain and just spent all their money there. You really can't afford to do this. You cannot afford to sit around thinking, worrying, being anxious about other people. It will make you very sick, and then at some point when the sickness reaches an unbearable level, you will flip, and a little switch goes on, a little light comes on, and you're going to do something fucking stupid. You must manage your attention. You have to be aware of it. What am I doing? Oh shit, I'm ruminating again. Oh, that's no good. You may think, well, I'm not allowed to just adjust my thoughts. I just have to let them naturally do what they want. And if you do that, well, why not do more of it? Why not sit there all day? Why not dedicate your life to thinking about stuff? If you can do less of it, well, you can do more of it too. Why not cancel all your appointments, take a 2-week vacation, and just ruminate, just really figure it out. Sit there thinking, get a bit of paper and plot it all out. My narc what are they doing now? What could I have done? Do a great big mind map. Really get into it. Why not? Because if you can do that, you can do the opposite. You can catch yourself having useless thoughts. Think about it another way. You could involve yourself in goofy conversations. You could go someplace that you know is not good, maybe a place you've been before, around people that you know are not good, people from your past, and you could have goofy conversations. Why not? Why not do that? Why not? Are you going to want to? Well, then why do you want to ruminate? That's your choice. Your choice, what you do with your attention. It may be difficult to dislodge your attention. You might find it's very sticky, but you can do it. You can load yourself up with things that if you fail, you will be ashamed. So you may think of yourself as some kind of great gardener. So if you don't have a garden, shame on you. Start promising people about the things you're gonna do for them. I'm growing this, I'm growing that. If you're a gardener, if that's who you are, really load yourself up. Put yourself under pressure. Now you don't have time to ruminate. Now your honor, your pride, your reputation is on the line. You tell everyone, or you think of yourself as such a person who is this or that. Now you got to do it. You don't have time to ruminate. Load yourself up. This is the art of war. In the art of war, Sun Tzu said, if you want your men to fight, don't allow them to have an escape route. If you really want them to fight like monsters, don't allow them to have an escape route. Burn the boats. Burn the boats. Like the young conquistador who, I think it was the Aztecs he conquered with 200 men. He burnt the boats. Guy was like 19. So now his men knew, conquer or die. You can do the same thing to yourself. Put yourself under pressure. I keep thinking of myself as a person who's going to do this, going to do that. As soon as I find my twin flame, then I'll do it. Not until then, though. I'm not a narcissist, though. I don't use other people. No, I'm a good person. I just need my lover. And then I'll do everything. I just need a battery pack. Well, get off your ass, narc. You don't need anybody. You should do it yourself. You tell yourself you are this kind of person. You tell other people. You fantasize about who you are. Let's find out. Let's find out. Put yourself under pressure. Promise things that if you fail, you'll be humiliated and you'll be shown to be a liar. Put yourself under pressure. Stop promising things to the narc. Stop promising goofy fantasies to yourself. Really see if you are what you say you are. Are you an artist? Do some art. Promise other people. Plan an exhibition. Are you a builder? Get that shed made. Are you a tailor? Time for a little fashion parade. Put yourself under pressure. This is the way to do it. Now it's exciting. Now you've got to get it done. You might generate positive emotions. How exciting. You've got a goal in mind. You can obsess over it. This is a nice safe goal to obsess over. It's not someone or some humanoid who's going to betray you at every single opportunity. No, now you're up against yourself. You're up against your own narcissism, complacency, and just general self-deceiving bullshit. You're up against it now. You versus you. This is the perfect fight. You don't need a narcissist to fight with. You've got plenty of yourself that you can fight with. Fight for. Put yourself under pressure. Otherwise, these feelings will nag at you. They will gnaw at you. All these suppressed desires and dreams will eat you from the inside. And in order not to feel that pain, you'll search out drugs, human-shaped drugs. And you'll enter a whole new world of negativity. No. Take the negativity that's already there, self-doubt. Go into it. Beat it. Generate positive emotions. Have a positive goal and generate positive emotions. Not a goofy, aimless goal. Oh, I want to find a soulmate. Well, how the fuck do you know when you found one? And how do you keep them? And how can you be sure? Silly, it's goofy. It's just you're programming your mind with an impossible task. Maybe you're doing it on purpose. Maybe this is all just one big distraction, keeping you from doing the things you know you should be doing, you know you want to do, but are afraid of doing. Get goal focused. Generate positive emotions. Don't rely upon someone else to do it for you, which is what you're doing. When I get my soulmate, I'll feel good. Oh, someone's love bombing me. They're saying what I want to hear. They're doing what I want them to do. Oh, I've made it. Someone else is generating my positive emotions for me. I'm in heaven now. Fake and phony. That will just lead you into having more and more negative emotions because you can't generate your own positive emotions. You totally rely upon someone else who is not a very nice person. We can't afford to dwell in negativity. You've got to be positive. You've got to posit something. That's what the word originates from. Posit, to negate and to posit. So what are you positing? What is it that you think should happen? What are you going to do about it? Or are you just going to be negative? Keep negating. Well, I would do that, but I need my soulmate. Yeah, that'd be nice, but when I find the perfect person, that's when I'll do it. This is bullshit. It's a lie. The narcissist is a lie. They're just a drug. Just one more drug. Just one more cop-out. One more cope. Another maladaptive attempt at self-regulation using someone else. So that's not self-regulation. You're just trying to use somebody, but you have found a bigger user. You're just an amateur, a rank amateur. This person is a pro. They have been doing it since day dot. Easy. You are such easy meat. They see you. They see your pathetic attempts at deception. And you go on Quora, some other forum. How do you make a narcissist do that? What do you say? What do you say to a narcissist to make them, treat you nice? How do I use the narcissist? I don't want to do anything myself. It's too hard. I get demoralized. I realize I'm not as good as I thought I was. And then I start crying. I give up. Too hard. Let's go back to fantasy land. You know what? When I find the right person, all of this will be easy. I will suddenly develop skills I've never had before. Or they'll do it for me. No, this is your life. You are meant to do something in this life. You're not meant to be cuddled and stroked and kissed all day long. You're not a big baby. You're an adult in the world of adult babies. It's hard to do what you really want to do because you're surrounded by garbage, fake and phony adults. Our society offers you fake and phony adulthood. It offers you the chance to be a lemming. It offers you free passage on the Titanic. This is going nowhere. Look at the world. If everything that we were told was good for us was really good for us, things wouldn't be going to shit, but they're going to shit. It's fake. The things that we are told to idealize are fake. You know in your heart what you should do, but no one else is doing it. You are alone. Will you give up? Will you give up on what you know is right and join the herd running off the cliff? Or will you be brave? Will you say, fuck it, this is going to hurt. It's like jumping into a cold lake. It's going to fucking hurt at first, but I will acclimatise and then I'm going to feel warm. Then I'm going to get out and I'll be steaming. I will have achieved what I wanted to do. I will have lived a life. I will have posited something. I will have brought something into reality. How marvellous. I won't have spent my time with negative people who constantly put others down, who devalue, to use the terminology. That's what they do. They just devalue everything and everyone. Use and abuse. I won't have aided and abetted such people. No, I will have gone alone, faced the negativity, transformed it into positivity. I won't imagine I can heal people miraculously. Funny, these borderlines who say they're not religious, but they're really just holy rollers, snake handlers, faith healers. Ridiculous. Do the research, see what you're up against, see what you are, and realize what you're trying to do is impossible. Can narcissists love if they know what they're doing is wrong? If a narcissist does this, if a narcissist does that, narcissist, I need someone to do things for me, but I just have to fully heal my narcissist first. I'm just going to lay hands. I'm going to charm the snake. Ridiculous. Do the research to see how stupid you have been and how what you're doing is impossible. You are not able to change a person's neurology by fucking them or loving them or making their breakfast and telling their boss that they're sick when they're just hungover. No. You're just allowing an evil person to live an evil life. That's what you're doing. There'll be no change inside them. You cannot make a pit bull become a vegetarian by feeding it eye-fillet steak. It will never say, well, you know what, I've had enough eye-fillet steak, it's time for the tofu. No, they're just going to take and take and take. That's their neurology. That's what they're wired to do. Be brave enough to look into it. Be brave enough to face reality. Grow up. Be an adult about it. Stop being a child. But if I love them enough, but I say the right things, but what if the narcissist this? What if the narcissist... Always about the narcissist. It's a sow's ear. Give up. You're not going to make a Gucci bag out of the narc. They're rotting leather, complete with bristles. Do your research. Figure it out for yourself. Stop relying upon, 15,000 ways narcissists apply eye makeup and all this goofy shit. Stop watching these people who are just, train spotting. The feathered, ponytailed alpine narc. What about your life? Find out enough information that you give up on the narc. Do your research so that you give up. You've got to get rid of childish fantasies. It's magical thinking, healing the narc. You're just throwing good money after bad. You made a mistake. Admit it. Yeah, I made a mistake on this one. I've made it so many times before. I can look back through my life and see other situations like this. This is just one more of them. It's not different. Not a unicorn narc I'm dealing with. Just another person who, inside them, the link between self-view and reward is broken. They do not have those cables there. They're missing. They cannot generate self-worth. It's not possible for them to do so. It's not your fault. You've got to give up on this idea of healing them. It's a lie. At the end of the day, it's a lie. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself because you're a coward. All slaves are cowards. It's time to revolt. Time to go off into the wilderness. It's going to be scary. You will be alone. You will feel afraid. You will feel ashamed. All these feelings that you don't want. At least it's not as bad as the ones the narc gives you. You may feel that you are a bad person. Maybe you enjoy the denigration of the narc. Well, if you're a bad person, you need to do good. Having people whip you all day is not helping anyone. If you've done something bad, you need to pay back. If you really feel that you are not a good person, you must do good things. How about some restitution? That'll make you feel good. Take your feelings. Yeah, I feel like shit. I feel so worthless and trash. Well, you know what? I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to look for someone to tell me these feelings don't exist, that I shouldn't feel like this. I feel like this. This is how I feel. I feel negative. Well, I'm going to do something positive. I can't afford to feel negative. I cannot afford for people to tell me that I don't feel like this, because I do. It's my real feelings. I'm going to change them, though, by my actions. It's like food. It's like food and drink. If you eat trash and drink alcohol all day, you're going to feel sick. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. You can't say, oh, well, this is a magic alcohol. These are magic Cheetos. Or this time it'll be different. It won't be. There is a thing called reality, and it doesn't care about your magical thinking. The reality is that you are prone to negative thoughts. They do you great damage. They drive you insane, into psychopathic states. And it's your job to do something about it. It's your job to do the opposite. It's your job to be positive. It's your job to make things, to do things that you think are beautiful. You do have a connection between self-view and reward center, but you need to strengthen that. You're going to be proud of yourself. You're going to find tasks that you think are important, you think are worthy, and you're going to do them. You're not going to rely upon other people. What should I do? What should I do all day long? What should I do? I don't know what to do. What should I do? People will tell you what they think you should do, and you'll do it and still feel like shit because you haven't developed that linkage between self-view and reward. You're like a semi-narc, a pseudo-narc. And you can overcome these negative feelings. You can do it. It's going to require work. It's going to require effort. You're going to have to rev that engine a little bit. It's going to hurt. Yeah, maybe a little bit more negativity at the start. You're going to have to go through it. Rather than allowing a little bit of negativity to frighten you off and then you plunge into a world of just pure dross and hatred and fear and loathing. No, take that fight. Take that fight. Yeah, it's painful to start new things. It's painful to create. Painful to bring those things forward, but it's better to take the pain at the start than put it off and let it gather interest. No, I can't give you any scientific studies that prove that's true, but hopefully you can see in your own experience that, a stitch in time saves 9. The best time to fix the roof is when it's not raining. Okay, maybe it's always drizzling in your world, but it's not a downpour right now. You can get something done. Catch yourself going into negative states, and then change what you're doing. Take control. You've got to face reality. Do some research. See what you're up against in others and in yourself. What is a narcissist? What is a borderline? Just do enough research so that you're motivated to go and get on with your life, because we're not here to read about narcissists and borderlines all day. That's not what we were made to do. We might as well be AI. You don't need limbs to do that. You can just, an AI could do that. Just read endlessly. But narcs and, narcissistic injuries. What happens when what happens when you say no to a narcissist? All these abstract garbage questions. Well, it fucking depends, doesn't it? Maybe they're asking you, are you cheating on me? And you say no, well, they will like that. All these ridiculous abstract questions with no context. You can waste your life just poring over them, looking for the answer that tells you that, just go back to the narc and try a little harder, and they'll Beauty and the Beast, right? You kiss them from the right angle and then they'll turn into the handsome prince. It's just fairy tales. If you must read about narcissists, go to the hard science. You don't have to grow up. You can if you want.